Okay, well, let's get to the questions. We have a call here from Mark. Hey, Mark, what's your question?
Hey, Mark.
I purchased a bag of salad from a local grocery store and dumped it in the bowl and put the salad dressing on it, took a bite out of it, and there was a full-grown grasshopper about 3 inches long that I discovered. I don't know if would that be a lawsuit to be considered there?
I'm sorry for laughing.
Unless the grasshopper cut you or injured you.
No, I mean, you're entitled, obviously, to get your money back. Maybe they'll give you a gift card for something of that nature or what have you. But as far as a lawsuit, no, you didn't suffer any injuries. When you said salad, I thought you were going to. I've got 3 cases, believe it or not, right now from fast food restaurants. People order a salad, and on 2 of the cases, they bit into a full-blown screw and cracked teeth, and one actually had to have surgery last week, and because it came off the factory line or something of that nature, and then another was a big old rock that they chewed down on. But as far as a grasshopper, that's just, chalk it up as a bad experience. Let them know. Maybe you still have the grasshopper. You can show it to them, but you don't have a personal injury claim. Again, I think, in my opinion, the best that you could possibly do is, that obviously they've got to reimburse you for that, but then they may throw a little something extra on top. But it's not something you want to file a lawsuit on.
A rock? I'm just trying to think how a rock gets into a salad at a restaurant. I could see the tiny screw, like if they're moving around in the back and something's loose and a bolt drops down or something. Right. I understand that, but I can one up you on that. Okay.
About 18 years ago, a lady was eating pork skins, and she was sitting at her desk. She worked for the city, and she was eating pork skins, and she got kind of down to the bottom, and she chewed, and the texture was different. She's like, "What's this?" And she pulled it out, and it was a bloody Band-Aid.
Oh.
Sorry.
So gross.
It was a bloody Band-Aid that had fallen off of a worker's finger in Mississippi where it was processed, and he couldn't find it and apparently didn't say anything. But we have cases where I had a case against a fast food restaurant where the waiter broke a glass in the ice bucket, and instead of throwing it out, which he should have, he just kind of looked around, and my person ingested it, came out the wrong way, and wound up having to have surgery.
Well, and so, like the bloody Band-Aid, is that a lawsuit?
Yeah, sure.
Because what's the harm? I mean, you're grossed out, but I mean, the exposure to, but were they actually exposed to something? I mean, you have to prove that they...
That's the thing. She went immediately and had a HIV test because you could see the blood on the bandage. And even though it'd gone through the cooking process and her doctor said, "Look, I'm sure you're going to be fine." And keep in mind, this was kind of in the height of HIV where people were, more concerned probably than they are now. But the doctor said, "You should be fine, but I want you back here in 6 months so we can retest you."
6 months?
6 months.
Okay, so pain and suffering. That's
mental anguish. I mean, and it's settled for a good amount. I mean, nothing huge. Unfortunately, she was negative on both occasions, but
because back to the guy's question with the grasshopper, I mean, he could sue, but there's really no, he wasn't hurt. Right. There's no mental anguish over, you're not traumatized because a grasshopper's in the salad, right? Exactly. You've got to have a case. You have to show damage.
You've got to show some kind of damage other than just being shocked,
Yeah, all right.